We are good to go. Father and daughter rode side by side. Their iguanodon steps crunching the evening's gift of snow. It was mild for winter, and the snow still fell, but the hunter's breath was announcing its escape from the sides of his wooden mask. The cold will hide the scent, but the packing snow still gives us away. The daughter nodded in silent agreement. Rake stole a glance at her. His mask could only hide so much pride as he beamed. He trained Tiva well. Strong, confident, can skin a buck. She was old enough to take on the wilds on her own, but she can't leave the old elf alone in the scary woods. He always let her think he was fooled. He was more than capable, and she was a bit too naive for the world. One more deer beyond the normal quota will please the tribe. Their harvest was light this year. He reached under the chin of the mask to scratch an itch. Father, Tiva turned to her right, halted her mount. Two pairs of tracks were visible, entering a small clearing. From this distance, it was hard to make out any detail. She shifted on her mount to give her better access to her bow as she prodded her iguanodon slowly towards the break. Easy, sapling. Rake could hear her roll her eyes from behind the mask. He steered Ceresia, an ancient elven word for trustworthy, to follow just behind Tiva. They reached the clearing in a short time, and the opening revealed a chaotic and bloody scene. It seems we... Oh, my bad. It seems we are not the only ones hunting this morning. Tiva slid off the side of Ailey, ice, to examine the aftermath. What do you see, child? Rake had already assessed the situation. The young elf methodically walked the area as she narrated her thoughts. A modest buck was feeding off the snow here. She marked the spot with a wave. To quench his thirst or to gain the berries underneath. How do you know it was a buck? He was too proud. A doe would be too skittish and would never have been surprised. Rake let out an approving grunt. The buck let the beasts too close. He could not react in time. He put up a good fight. There are two types of blood, so at least one antler pierced his attacker. The rest is chaos. Until the buck could fight no more. She looks behind. The hunter dragged his prey off. Behind you! Tiva's hidden eyes went wide as the snow leopard leapt down from a tree right at her father. And where is it? All right, we are ready for our first roll. We're going to... I think we could do it from here for a little bit. I set up things in this channel and in this as well. So we've got our cards at the top here, and I can open up a small chat log window. And open up Rake's character sheet. And we could switch over to the other scene when necessary. So, a snow leopard bearing down, leaping from the trees at Rake. I believe we have faced the danger. Not quite combat yet. So Rake needs to face the danger. He's watching his daughter's covered face and trying to read the situation and react to it. And I think the result of this can determine whether it's put at an advantage, whether he has initiative or not in the combat, or whatever situation may present itself. So, we have a choice between edge and wits. He's trying to read his daughter's face, but he also has to react quick enough. I think it's his quickness will have to be the bigger of the two here. It's the lesser of the two, but I think edge would be more appropriate. He's also got his own instincts, so he's probably reacting to those as well as his daughter's. But he will have, since he is reacting to her and he has a bond with her, he will get a +1 on his edge roll. So, here we go. And wouldn't you know it, you fail, your progress is undermined by a dramatic and costly turn of events, pay the price. The obvious turn of events, yeah, I know, that's right. I actually, I tested this encounter twice, right? And both times I was fine. Let's go to the, let's pull out the, I actually had the snow leopard ready to go. And I think the obvious choice is we take harm. He pounces and the leopard holds initiative. So I don't think there's anything else. I mean, we could go pay the price, right? Which I think the obvious choice is we just take this one. We just take the hit. He was pouncing on us. That was the imminent threat. That was the imminent outcome. So we take our two damage, and we go to the next turn. Now the question is, what is the snow leopard going to do? He's got 2 threats, potential threats in front of him, but he felt secure enough to attack. I think we could go to the Oracle on this one. He's either going to attack, he's either going to keep on Rake, or he's going to make sure that Tiva remains a non-threat, which I doubt is the case. Tiva probably is going to act as well. Tiva's bow was at her ready. She'll be ready to assist, especially now that the leopard pounced and found its mark. So I'm all ears. What do you think? Enter the fray. I think the fray's already started. I think we got thrust into that. I already said that before, that if we lost that roll, that we would be already in with initiative. With losing initiative, we would, if we lost that, if we missed on that, assess the danger, we were going to forego that and just go into right without initiative. The question is the leopard going to also split his focus with Tiva, or now that he's got Rake pinned, is he going to maintain his advantage? Leopard stays with the initial prey. Okay, I agree. Tiva's probably going to be able to do something here. I don't know if she wants. She's depending on how this roll goes. She might have to be a little bit more assertive. She is a skilled hunter, but we're in a very crazy predicament right now. I almost think that we, being pinned like this, no, we can try to do. We can do a clash right now. If we don't succeed on this clash, we might have to. This is pretty early on to turn the tide, but that might be the case. But right now we can clash, and I think we can still. I mean, with Tiva, still assisting the process, I think we can still get the +1 from her assist. And then, but we are going to be having to roll iron, which is our worst stat. So I think we're ready to do that. Let's clash. Oh, wait. Opportunity. What? That's the turnaround. All right. Well, we're going to get 2 hits on the leopard. So we're going to be able to mark 2 off that. Clash, strong hit. You inflict your harm. You have initiative. Choose 1. You bolster your position. Take momentum. You find an opening. Inflict 1 harm. I almost want to do I think we do +1 harm. Going from 2 to 3 momentum right now isn't going to make a huge difference. Dude, I just barely beat that roll. That Tiva's bonus got me that. So as I'm struggling, Tiva fired in with her arrow. And I was able, the shock of the arrow and me swinging my dagger from my hip right at him, was able to roll him off. The assist, no kidding. Otherwise, I'm probably dead with a 7 with the match. I just noticed that. Holy crap. That's freaking awesome. 2 rolls in, dude. Yep. I would have taken the 2 damage. I would have been hosed. We'd be playing Tiva from then on. All right. So the question is, I think we're going to do the one more harm. We want to progress this as fast as possible. So we're going to take the hit, but the you forgot suffer move for harm earlier. No, I took 2 harm. We're only 2 rolls in. No, we did this through... No, we did through... This was face danger. Oh, every time you take harm? Alright, we can retcon that a little bit. I did not realize that. That should be something else. I did not know that. I thought it's only when it... Because the tables are very specific... The tables are very specific when they say endure harm. No, I guess they don't. I thought it's only when you reach 0. or when it specifies. When you face physical damage, suffer minus health equal to your foe's rank. Okay, so I did take 2 damage and his rank is 2. Okay. Let's retcon that a little bit. We'll roll. You know what I don't have? Oh wait, I got endure harm. Thank you. Now this is why we do this, right? I'm glad you're here. Endure harm. Uh-oh. 72. You're battered but still standing. Okay. So no harm, no foul. Oh, I gave you a thumbs up, but I don't have my camera on. Okay, no harm, no foul. I got one more reward. Right? Oh no, I inflicted the extra harm. Oh no, we got the opportunity. I think the opportunity already presented itself. I think let's just get the one more momentum. I think if we just choose both, I think that's fair. The opportunity. What are you talking about? Oh, for suffering? Oh, okay. Oh, well that changes something. Shit, we got to retcon a lot. Okay. I just... Yeah, we got a complication. So I had to back out of the whole snow leopard getting hit thing. Miss. Also suffer -1 momentum. If you are at 0 health, you must mark wounded or maimed. Okay, no, we're good. You know what? We're back to this. Everything's fine. We just have -1 momentum. Yep, we're good. I didn't see the outcome. Oh, but he did roll. Oh, the complication. Yeah, the complication would still impact. Because he rolled the complication on his thing. We're going to do one more health. It was a particularly savage wound. Something else may have happened. We'll see if it goes that route. What was the... Yeah, you know what? The complication, we're going to leave that there. Something else we'll cover. We'll see if we can uncover something after. We'll save a complication for after this, which I think we can do. We're not aware of the complication yet. But we'll leave it on the burner. Okay. We need to finish off the snow leopard. We managed to break away from it. You know what? We got the opportunity. I'm not going to do the momentum boost. The opportunity is I was able to get far enough away that I was able to make use of my bow. I was able to roll back, grab the bow, take aim, and let loose for the strike. That was my opportunity. I will still be trusting my instincts. I'm not lining up the shot. I'm trusting my instincts and letting it fly, rolling with wits. The bond, however, the bond with Tiva won't apply in this situation. She'll still be tracking the beast, but we're not. It's not like we're working in any sort of tandem like we did last time. And we missed. Your attack fails and you must pay the price. The enemy has initiative. Pay the price. The coin with the skull. Boy, this has already had 3 rolls, 3 ebbs and flows. A person or community care about is exposed to danger. Well, that's... yeah. Okay, I mean, the only person that could be is Tiva, so... this thing isn't scrolling down. Let's open this up and go to the scroll window. So Tiva, I mean, I fire an arrow, but I don't see her fire, and I can't really look over. I call out to her, Tiva, Tiva. I hear a muffled response, but not really. The snow leopard is a priority, but it's also my daughter. I am gonna have to. I think this is a. I think part of this is going to be taking a stress. She doesn't respond in the way that I would expect her to. It's more of a muffle. Something doesn't feel right. But we have to take care of this leopard as well. The leopard's a threat to myself and to my daughter, regardless of whether she responds quickly or not. So we're going to have to clash again. Snow leopard's ready to pounce. I mean, I could go for the kill blow and risk it. It seems, and with, I don't know what condition she's in, I think it might be important to go for the kill shot right now. But geez, look at these rolls, man. I haven't rolled anything less than a 7 on my complication, on my 9, 8, 7, 7, 8, 8, 10, 8. That's insane. I'm torn. Those dice rolls, if I roll high again, we'll go for 1 clash. I got 3 health. We'll go for 1 clash. And then we're gonna, no matter what, next turn we're gonna have to turn the tide. I'm going to fire with instinct again. The beast is charging in. If I don't strong hit on this one, strike, doesn't it? Yeah. Turn tide is risking it all. You still have to make a roll, right? When you risk it all, you may steal initiative from your foe. Oh, to make a move. Okay, I see what you're saying. So turn the tide doesn't require a roll. You just do it. You get +1 on your roll. That's the plan. Turn the tide. You make a move. So we'll turn the tide and we automatically get to do a strike. We take initiative. We add +1 and take +1 momentum on a hit. So we add +1 to our roll. It's going to be an instinct roll, so we're going to have +1 bonus on wits. I think the bond is still. I have to. The bond is strong, so I'm gonna give myself the +1 on this. Whoop. On that as well. So this is gonna be a +2 roll with my wits. Gosh, man, it's okay. We hit, and we got the opportunity. It's like complication, opportunity. But still, I rolled 6s on those dice. That's awfully high. I would have lost the challenge, or the end the fight on that turn. Okay, so we're gonna get the 2 hits. We're gonna get +1 momentum. What does strike do? Again, strong hit. Inflictor harm +1. Actually, it's off the chart now. You retain initiative. Why isn't my... Where's my character? Where's my character? It disappeared. Alright. Okay, it's set to +2 now. And the opportunity. You know what? With that the opportunity. Yeah, already, right into the gate. You know what? Since we had overkill on him, no, we have to end the fight legit. I was gonna say that it felt like because we did get that +1 and opportunity, that we should be able to forego ending the fight. I think that should have been something that we are automatically. Yeah, that's just like I said. I was thinking it. Well, we've got a complication. We've actually got a complication in the bank, right? So we've got an opportunity in the bank that we're going to have to resolve these things after the chaos of the fight. We have to be able to analyze the situation after the chaos of the fight and process what these things meant to the nature of the fight. We have a complication. We had her getting endangered, and then we had an opportunity. So these 3 things have to be resolved in the wake of this fight. So let's end the fight, and then let's deal with the aftermath. I think that's the situation that, I mean, if you were role-playing and you were trying to resolve these things, the things that are going on around you, you aren't necessarily aware of in the heat of that moment. So let's end the fight and be done with it. Now, do you end the fight? Do you, when you make a move? Oh, this is just rolling the progress on here. Yep. All right. Strong hit. So the foe is no longer in the fight. They're killed out of action, flee or surrender as appropriate to the situation, and your intent, or ask the oracle as appropriate to the situation and your intent. No, we're able to. The beast is slain. Now we get to go assess the situation. Where's... Actually, we'll just leave him in there. I had him hidden in victories. But he is finished, and he is in victories. All right. Well, that wasn't so bad. I muddled up a little bit, but there was a lot of stuff going on there, right? Complication, opportunity. Well, the complication actually came first. Opportunity, a bad miss, and I still haven't rolled anything under a 5 in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rolls. That's like statistically insane. The situation. Let's, what do we have here that we can look at? We're going to have to do an oracle roll. I think we should take a look at an action and theme. After the beast is slain, I rush over to my daughter, and let's look at the situation. What do we have to look at? Fortify danger. That was my thought process, and it was actually something. Yeah, she's got an arrow sticking out of the back of her, out of her back. She's knelt over. She's bleeding. She's coughing up blood. So I'm going to quickly. The opportunity, I think that's the complication and the harm. The opportunity is that I'm gonna wrap myself around her and get her. I can tell based on the how she fell and the trajectory and where the arrow came from. I can get us safely behind a tree and tend to her wounds. So I'll wrap my arms around her, wrap my body over her to protect her, and drag her off to behind a tree where we can tend to her wounds. I think that's the only. I have to. Something else is out there, and let's see if I notice this. Remember when we assessed the situation? There was 2 sets of blood, but the snow leopard did not have any damage done to him. So the snow leopard was not damaged by the buck in any battle. So that second set of blood was somebody else's or something else's. I'm going to say it's likely I noticed that. I mean, this is something that I'm a hunter, right? I notice these things. So we'll say it's likely that I noticed it, and I did not notice it. 19 is a no. No, you did not. Okay, So we've got Tiva back behind a tree. I can tend to her wounds. I think that's is that a relationship? Aid your ally when you secure an advantage in direct support of an ally. I thought there was a... When you secure an advantage in direct support of an ally and score a hit, they can take the benefits of the move. That's not... when you treat an injury, okay, straight up heal. If you are... Okay, so I'm rolling plus wits, so this is a good thing. I don't think it matters. She's not working in conjunction with me. Is she conscious? I'm going to say it's unlikely. I don't think it's... I think there's a small chance she's conscious. No, she is not. She wouldn't have made the unlikely roll anyway. She's not conscious. So this is just going to be me doing a roll in wits. Come on. What's with the high numbers? Weak hits. Let's see. Your care is helpful if you or the ally under your care have the wounding condition. You may clear it. She's not a player character, so... Well, she's wounded, though. Then take +2 health or give it to the ally under your care. As above, but you must suffer -1 supply or -1 momentum. I'll drop the supply. But my care is helpful. So I'm able to stop the bleeding. I go into my pack. I pull out some stuff I use for a first aid kit, and some cloth and bandages, and wrap them around. Oh man, do I gotta pull the arrow out? Pulling the arrow out could cause damage. We're gonna have to leave the arrow in. We'll break it, tend to her wounds, and then we're gonna have to get her to a someone that can treat the wounds a little better, or I need to get her into a safe location like my cabin, which is about 1 or 2 hours away. Iguanodons are skittish by nature. The chances are they ran off. They would have been trained. They would go home. But it's unlikely they're still around. They could have gone a short distance. So we'll say it's 75% chance that they took off for home, 25% chance they ran off a short distance. Keep it in equals infection. Either way, it's... There's no easy thing to do out here. We're not equipped for. We have to get her back to home. So we're rolling a yes, no, yes. It's a... I will say this: when I broke off the back part of the arrow, I did put it in my pack. Okay, a yes answer on this means the iguanodons are close. A no answer is they hightailed it back home. They went back home. Okay, we're on our own. We need to walk walk back, but I also have this threat to worry about. I think we need to gather information. I need to assess the situation that's that's going on around us. I think gather information seems like they're I need to look at the signs, the general direction to see if I can see anyone. If that was this person's trained pet, they might have took off, seeing that he didn't have that distinct advantage any longer. I think that's probably likely, but let's gather information first, and then we'll worry about the results after that. So we're just doing a straight wits roll. Oh my god, dude. These rolls are ridiculous. Your investigation unearths a dire threat or an unwelcome truth that undermines your quest. Pay the price. Yeah. 04. Person or community you trusted loses faith in you or acts against you. Wait a minute. I can do... What's the other... Like, I have choices for... I have to remember there's choices for this. I just don't roll. Make the most obvious negative outcome happen. Envision 2 negative outcomes. Rate 1 is likely in... Rake gets shot. But we know that the threat is still out there and imminent. I think... What was the... Hold on a second. What was that? Let me... Unearths a dire threat or an unwelcome truth. He doesn't get shot yet. But the threat is imminent. He looks out there. He sees that the other person, which he cannot really make out, he sees the other person now. But he knows that the threat, it's not safe for him to leave cover. He needs to... The threat is imminent. It's a dire threat. It's not this person is not leaving until they finish what they started. I don't think he gets shot yet. Where'd my health go? Wasn't it down to... Yeah, we were at 3 and 4. Why did that get reset and my momentum was down to 1? Okay, so this guy is not going down without a fight. My bow got left behind. Did Tiva's bow come along with her? Was it hooked around her arm? I'm going to give it a 50-50. One time. No. Both our bows are in the clearing on the opposite side of the tree. The assailant is on the other side of the tree. Further off, but that's our only chance. We're going to have to make a mad dash for it, for the bow. The quiver's still on my back. This is going to be a face danger, right? When you attempt something risky or react to an imminent threat, envision your action and roll if you act. And this is pure edge, pure speed. We have to make a mad dash for the bow and run back to the to the safe cover of the tree. These rolls have to turn around. I still haven't rolled anything less than a 5. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 rolls. I have not rolled less than a 5. And that was only 1 5. Alright, we're going for it. We are going for it. Do I? Hold on a second. No. Face danger, secure an advantage, or gather information using your knowledge of tracking woodcraft or woodland creatures. I mean, we're in a heavily forested area. I don't think my knowledge of any of those things is going to give us that advantage, though. My knowledge of tracking woodcraft or woodland creatures, those 3 specific things will not give us an advantage in this situation. So we're going straight edge. Oh my gosh! I finally rolled low and I needed it. Strong hit. Success. I get 1 momentum. So I scramble out from behind the... I kind of used my... You know, where we saw him. That was my angry roll. Both of them were under 5, so I definitely needed it. I remembered where... You know, from where he was, tracked in on us. I used the opposite side of the tree to dart out that side, go run, grab the bow, and scramble back. The arrow flings. You can hear the arrow twanging in the back of the tree as his arrow twang in the back of the tree as we just barely get back into position behind where we can now take it to them. And it is time. It is time. Now the question is, he knows now that my bow is in my possession. Is that going to change his mindset? I don't think so. I think it seems at this point he's pretty determined. I think we're okay to keep going with this. We just have to initiate this and get this going. We're going to have to create a... Here, let's just duplicate the leopard. I think we're unknown archer. Let's do 2. Let's Oh, that stayed full. Okay. Let's have a little fun with this. Let's roll I wish there was like a three-way oracle.